Paul, do you think that you are a big risk taker or not?
I have been, but I'm not now.
Oh, I see. Why is that? I'm
Well,
really
there's
interested,
several
like.
reasons for that. First of all, is my age.
Okay.
Instead of where I am in life. I think when you're younger,
Yeah.
young males especially will take risks. You see it in driving.
Yeah.
And that's why there's a lot of young
Jesus.
males killed driving.
That's why it's such a high percentage on the road.
Yeah, because
They'll
they've
take
confidence
risks,
in
won't they?
themselves. They feel invincible.
A
They feel
false
immortal.
sense of security, lads.
Yeah, but it's their brains and like the prefrontal cortex is not developed. It's not sufficient. It's not mature. It
That's
doesn't mature
right.
until their 20s.
Yeah.
So they think they're making the right decisions, and they're confident, and they'll notice when those right decisions went right, and they won't notice when they went wrong.
Yeah, because my son's insurance company only started to drop his when he turned 27. So there must be something behind that.
Stats to
show that
Yeah.
the brain is not fully matured until
And
that.
so I think there's a definite difference in the sexes, because I think girls are kind of brought up to be cautious. To kind of like there, don't be noticed.
I think that's gone a bit.
Maybe I'm out of touch with that.
Gone
Let me
with
know.
the wind.
I'm showing my vintage now.
I love it.
But you see, going back to prehistoric times, we were trying to outrun dinosaurs and stuff on the savannah.
Jesus.
Which is completely wrong. But
Yes.
males had to do impressive things to get females.
They still do though, Paul.
Yes, yes. So
still
driven by
expect the
testosterone,
the whole lot.
or whatever. Or I'm not even sure if it's the same in gay communities or gay people. You know,
Yeah, of course it is.
You know, so they had to outdo all the other rivals
Yes.
to get the prize.
Best woman.
So they take risks. So you know, kind of jumping off things and biting things.
Jesus Christ. Who can thump her the hardest?
You see, and men definitely, I think gambling addiction tends to be, as far as I know, more of a male issue.
It used to be, but I remember lottery addiction or lottery tickets and bingo and this crack. You know, now it's so accessible online. All of this stuff. Like I even noticed myself. I actually unsubscribed from the National Lottery notifications because
right.
the flipping note. I'd see an email coming in. Don't miss out tonight, Siobhan.
Yeah.
You know, you could be a winner of like the 750 million that's in the pot, and you're like, ooh yeah, I better get my €7 in there for my tickets. You know, So it does draw you in, and I would be a big risk taker.
Yeah.
I had a guy take over my pension plan for me recently, and he did a risk analysis on me, and apparently I'm quite in between mid and high risk. Yeah. So he said, yeah, you're willing to take quite a substantial amount of risk.
Okay.
So I wonder, is that...
Well, I think that's partly because you're a businesswoman.
I'm driven, I'm driven to succeed, and I don't mind losing.
Yeah, but you see, you're not old enough to, in ways, and I say that because as we age, we get more vulnerable.
Yeah.
And we're not as confident, physically vulnerable and psychologically. And because if you've been burned in the past...
Oh, Jesus, I've been burnt a million times. I'm currently
there you go,
being
that
burnt.
makes a mockery of that point. But you can, me or sensible people will be less risk takers if you kind of go, no, I've lost heavily in the past, I'm not going to try that again.
Yeah, like that does affect me, but usually I kind of look at a thing and I'll go, okay, what'll I lose if I don't do it? So I have a bit of a gambler's mind. I think more about the losses if I don't try.
So is it the regret of kind of going, I wish I'd done that, I would have... Yeah.
I was listening to I read this in a book actually once, beautiful thing where a priest was doing a service, at somebody's funeral, and he said the saddest thing is not the death of the person, it's the death of all the things that they failed to try or to do or to achieve.
Yeah, that they could have done.
Yeah. Oh man, that hit me so hard.
Right.
That really resonates with me.
Okay.
I would be so disappointed if I didn't give everything my best effort, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have a couple of things on the back burner there for a while now, Paul, that need to move.
But too, isn't it environmentally, the family that you grow up in too, if you're encouraged to be confident and take risks versus sit down there and don't try that now.
Were you encouraged?
No.
Were you? No. My mother was a sight, she'd drive you. oh, go on in there and put your best foot forward now and sure, tell them you have this, that and the other, hold your head up high.
No.
She'd launch you into jobs you had no qualifications for or no idea how to do, but she'd put you in there to apply for the management
but
position.
my father was, what would you want to be doing that for?
Oh, God.
Sit down there now and shut up and be like everybody else.
Jesus.
That kind of...
Get up there and they can clean out that fire or wash them dishes.
Yeah. Or the thing, and we've touched it in previous videos, getting above your station.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
You have aspirations above your lot in life.
Yeah.
This is your level and thou shalt not go any higher.
I think my dad was probably a bit like that. Like, my mother valued education and she wanted us all to get an education, you know. Even the lads, she didn't want them leaving school early or anything like that.
Yeah.
And he was the opposite. He saw no value in education whatsoever. He wanted them to be out pulling and dragging and chopping timber and fixing engines in cars and whatever. Do you know? Like, that was him. He was a workhorse.
Yeah, laudable profession.
But she wanted more for us.
Yeah.
She was a seamstress, actually. And she just wanted us to have more.
Yeah. It just popped into my head there that when I was a young fella too, if somebody told me I couldn't do something, I'd go and I'd do it.
You'd be
You're not able to jump that 20-foot chasm. I can.
Yeah.
And I go and I do it.
I wouldn't be like that now, funny enough.
You know.
Yeah. If somebody told me I couldn't do it, then I'd believe I couldn't do it.
Yeah, but I kind of get angry about it. I think it was because I was curtailed.
Yeah. It gave you a bit of fire in your belly.
But now, if somebody says, oh, I dare you go over and go, fuck off. I couldn't be arsed. I'm just going to sit here and have a cup of tea and just look out at the world.
Oh my God. I love it. Jesus, isn't it gas though?
Yeah.
Do you think we're more, so in terms of gender then you reckon
there's a gender
men
difference.
Are a little bit different?
But you see women, one of the research I came up with, that the women can be almost like coerced by their peers into volunteering to do something.
Yeah.
And it's the social pressures. So that they do put themselves out there, but not necessarily because they're confident to do so. They kind of go, oh, I have to do this or else.
Historically, like way back historically, I'd say women kind of manipulated their husbands then to get these
way
things.
Back historically, it doesn't go on anymore.
Super historic.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen now.
So
but, yeah, definitely.
Let us know. Let us know. I do think there's a difference between the sexes. There's a difference with age and the environmental factors as well. But there might be something else that we've missed out on. Let us know. We are the Happy Headers. Like us, subscribe to us, and we'll talk to you soon.